Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is 99 Orga here, and I am back with another Godzilla Battleline gameplay and commentary. We're going to be talking about the new Gaus that just came out this season. But before I really get in and talk about this new Gaus, I need to thank y'all for 900 subscribers. I cannot believe I'm even saying that. I am so close to 1,000. The road to 1K is upon us, and we are very, very close. You guys are the best. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers before the year 2025. That would mean the absolute world to me. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate it. Let's get into this video. I have a lot to say about this new Gaus that just came out. Upon it being a 5-cost unit, it actually has it's almost like two different units on certain maps. On the day map, it has a little sunshine above its head, a little like sun logo above its head when you spawn it in. And when you do that, it actually is losing HP over time. But when it dies, or when the bar runs out, you get 1 energy back. And then on night maps, you get a 20% damage boost. Now, this might sound amazing. Like, oh wow, he does that. But his stats doesn't back up the kit. Also, the main thing that he does is he makes units who cannot hit the flyers, kind of like GYAOS. The thing is, GYAOS does it every 7 seconds and allows the units to hit for 10 seconds, and Gaus does it every 10 seconds for 10 seconds. Now, I have a problem with this, I guess you would call it, feature, because you can nullify your whole team with Rainbow Mothra for 5 cost. You can stun and just be annoying on the battlefield for 4 cost, which it should be duo. You can run the best flyers in the game, which are like kind of like the Batchers and the Fire Redan. Like, those are 4 costs. Like, those are really good units. I'm using Fire Redan in this video. I got a couple different decks I'm showcasing in this video for 4 costs. Like, you can kind of use better units than the Gaus. I mean, first of all, the attack is not there. The health is not there. The AoE to put the units in the low flying state is not there. Again, there's just so many better units, so many better 5 costs, so many better 4 costs. Even if you want to go up to 6 cost, and you get like, so you get the energy back, right? With Gaus on the sun maps or the daylight maps, right? Well, with 4 costs you get Aqua Mothra, has to keep him alive. With 6 costs you get 2 energy back with Mothra 2019, and you get way more utility. Those are two units that have way more utility than this Gaus does, in my opinion. I love the AoE, but the DPS of the Aqua Mothra, and I love the 2 energy back with the slow, you know, with the Mothra 2019 and the stun immunity. It's just that there's so many things better than this Gaus right now, and it just doesn't fit into the meta right now. I think that this Gaus needs a buff to its, first of all, its attack, its AoE, and I try to make this Gaus good. I ran it with Space Godzilla for crying out loud, because on night maps, if you run it with Space Godzilla, you do get 2 damage boosts. So I think Space Godzilla is 45%, and then on top of that, with the crystal there, and on top of that, you get a 20% damage boost. And either way, it's just not there. Even my rented level 17 Gaus is not, or level 18 Gaus is not even doing what I would want to do. I'd rather just run my level 17 GYAOS and get that instead. At least GYAOS does the same amount of damage on the AoE. Gaus does significant less. Don't know why that is. But yeah, I know I'm kind of just destroying the Gaus. You know, like, I'm making no one want to use Gaus. But me being an Orga user, being a Gigan 04 user, using a lot of units that can't hit the flying, I don't see the need for it, especially with Orga, for example. Like, I don't really need him to hit the flyers that much. I'd rather him be distracted, him distracting the flyers just by being a tank and walking through them, letting my units go up. I mean, it's cool to let him hit the Gaus, but again, or any flying unit with the Gaus on top of him, but at the same time, how viable really is that? That's 10 energy for me, at least. If you want to use Gigan 04, it's 9, but you get what I'm saying, Viability 3, there is some type of like cost synergy there if you use certain units, but for me it doesn't work out. But why would I only want that for 10 seconds? Like, it might take out a unit, maybe do some damage, but then again, it's not doing much. Like I said, I'd rather use a Chibi Duo and get stun immunity, or stun somebody, and Chibi Mech Godzilla stun immune. I can run Gigan Rex with Chibi Duo and have 10 energy and get way more utility than running Orga and Gaus, I feel like, personally. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend using Gaus right now. You can have it, you could try to use it to have some fun, but this is more of like a rant to just say like Gaus is just not it right now, guys. I'm not enjoying the Gaus, honestly. But there's many things they can do to fix it. Definitely up the damage, up the stats a little bit. Definitely try to work with this 5-cost low flying state units. Like, I think there's something that needs to either change with the cost or with the amount of time they are in the low flying state. And Gaus definitely needs a AoE change. Like, I think that needs to be larger. Definitely, for sure. In this gameplay, I try to get the best Gaus gameplay with the Orga and just see like how it really works. But again, it's really hard to do because it's just not like Gaus is not gonna live for 10 seconds. I feel like in a fight, because you want him to do it at least twice. You know, you get the damage off, you get the AoE off against a flyer. You want him to do it at least one more time. Most of the time, he's dead. So I try my best to get the best Gaus gameplay in this video. And yeah, it's not crazy. I mean, again, I could try to use him more, but I just was torturing myself at one point. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to go back to using Godzilla 2000. Yeah, you heard it right here, folks. Godzilla 2000. I had to go back to using him. And you already know how I feel about him. But compared to the Gaus, I'm really enjoying Godzilla 2000 this season, especially with everyone running the Swarm units, the Gaus, the Kamakras, the Dorats, and whatnot, even Gigan Rex, because you already know that explosion is insane. In this video, I wanted to talk about the deck that I'm using. I was experimenting in this game with the Final Wars card that does the 5.5, 15% cost recovery, just to see if it really is like viable, if it's really a difference. And there definitely is a difference. I think if you pair this up with energy refueling base, it's even crazier, especially if you're running that high cost deck. I just thought of this now. Maybe Gaus does have a use case for the daylight map. If you were to run the new Gaus on a daylight map with the energy refueling base, with the Mothra 2019, and with Aqua Mothra, right? And then you had some high cost units. Maybe you had Earth, maybe you had Desghidorah and like Gigan Rex, whatever, just to make it 5.5 cost or more, ran that blue card. That would be insane. I don't know if Desghidorah leader is blue, but if you ran that with Desghidorah leader to make your energy even faster, and then maybe you have another high cost 7 cost, or Anime Mechagodzilla, there you go, 8 cost, your deck would low-key be insane. I might have to try that out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Even running this with a Ginza strat, having Ginza, you know, with G89 and then the Godzilla the Ride, having the energy quicker, so that what you can do is you can keep defending that Ginza. So I think there's many different strategies you can run with that card, and you can kind of give Gaus its use case if you don't really care about the flying gimmick like I do, and you just want energy, or you just want a flyer on your deck that does a little bit of something. I guess he works out fine. So let me not shit on him the whole video. Let me give him his flowers. So yeah, there's a little bit of use case there, but I feel like you're not gonna see that from the average Godzilla Battleline player, but maybe you will after this video, or maybe someone will just think of running something like that just to see if it's even viable or fun to do. And that's what I love about people who do that type of stuff, is they'll just experiment. They don't really care about where they rank, and even if where they rank does matter, I'm sure that they'll prevail some way or another if they're good at the game. This last gameplay here actually has nothing to do with the Gaus. It is on a day map, but I have to show you this because it was just such a savage strat. I'm running -1 as a leader, which no one is really doing this season, because -1 being rented makes him so much more deadly, because everybody mad at him when he came out. I can't tell you how many level 30, level 40 Godzilla 2023 I've seen rented. It's insane. So I was thinking, let me like put my -1 ability on these units. And I was like, well, his Gamma is not going to charge up. And look at that. Basically, his Gamma isn't going to defend anything because it's not attacking. And his Evo units are definitely not going to evolve. So I'm like, wait, if I just do that, he has... What does he really have in his back pocket? Maybe Chibi Duo or something? Maybe Ariaki? That's maybe Dez? But like, I just did that to him. Here, he puts down Super Mega Godzilla, so he has like another 25 seconds before he hits the ground. He does use the machine hand, which stuns my Orga, but my Orga is super tanky. Gamera is out of leader range, and that's just gonna do it. That was insane. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate everybody. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.